Hello, how we doing, friends? Good to see ya. Welcome to another day on the channel. We're gonna do something very silly today. So, for those who may have missed it, I haven't even opened it. I should probably do that. Boop. The last Halo stream I did, I put a Master Chief helmet on my face, and I'm proud to say that was all custom stuff. So that means I can do other things as well. So the goal today is I'm gonna put a Santa hat on my face. Instead of just like getting a Santa hat and putting it's gonna be digital. And you know, I think that's a good use of my time. So that's kind of like where we're going at the moment. Boop. I'll just show you what we have at the moment. Should just work. Oh god, there's my face. There we go. Isn't that hilarious? I gotta center it. There we go. Simple as that. So I'm gonna do some stuff to make it, kind of make it, we're doing some, here's the behind the scenes. It's just a blue screen, but yeah. Pretty simple stuff. I kind of want to do other things. So I didn't make this model. We're gonna make the Santa hat because we're gonna have to rig it and do some physics and stuff like that. It's gonna be weird, but hopefully we can figure that out. So yeah, the way this is working is essentially we have this software called OpenTrack, free open source software. Really cool. It's designed for like simulators, like racing sims and stuff. And it's all in an app, and it just essentially it tracks your head. There's different ways to track your head, but it does that. Am I becoming a VTuber? I'm becoming a VTuber, Crayon. Absolutely. My own flavor, I guess. So yeah, the way this works, this is just doing it through my webcam. Like I said, if I had like specialized equipment, I could use that and stuff instead. But what it's doing, importantly, it's gonna be hard to read. Do I have Python set up here? No, I don't. Oh god. Okay, so it just says here output UDP over network. So what that means is this program is outputting its tracking data over the network, and I can pull that into Godot. Into this this program over here and interpret it and then use it so I can just do whatever. It's a game engine. You can do whatever you want. So that's kind of like where we're gonna go. I want to do a Santa hat, so we kind of have to solve some problems. That's kind of like where I'm thinking, okay, let's just kind of think. So we're gonna be making in Blender. So yeah, OpenTrack is doing the tracking. It's going out via UDP packets. And we got our Godot scripts going in that game engine of that. Packet peer is the library it's using. I tried doing this in Blender. Like, let's take this stupid thing off my head. Hi. So I tried doing this in Blender and I got results, but it was very unstable. And that's just because the way Blender is set up. I had to, just to get it to work, it was very, felt very hacky. I mean, like, Blender's not designed for that, whereas the game engine is designed for like looping code and doing things like that, whereas Blender is very specialized stuff, for which you can do it in there, but it's not really that. Wish I had it in me to learn this shit. I'd become a real Crayon. Oh my god. Well, one day, because this was okay. I'm gonna say this was really easy because I figured out how to do this. I'm not a programmer, but I had to do some research and I did do programming. But in terms of like what I found, the reason I did this, one, I prefer to use, I like to roll my own stuff just because I don't have to talk to anyone else, stuff like that. Two, a lot of this stuff, because it all comes like obviously the trend of VTubing and stuff, it comes from Asia, so there's a lot of like language barrier to like the software that's available out there, and there's a lot of like proprietary stuff. There's a lot of like stuff that's designed for, you know, being an anime girl and only an anime girl, and you know there's more to life than that. And also just because it was a fun thing to learn, so that's kind of like where we kind of went with that. So luckily, like this open track software, like I said, this is specifically designed for fully open source, and it's designed for like racing simulators, flight sims, where you can just make your own like simulator setup and feed all your your thousands of dollars of equipment into this program, and then it will feed it to the game. And so that's the it's kind of like an interface between games and like random stuff. Yeah, flight simulator, stuff like that. So it's not really designed for this, but I somehow connected the dots, and here we are. So we're gonna make our hat in Blender. So the things I need to solve are, it's mostly gonna be a Blender stream. That's why I'm on art. I was having a rant. Crown. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say maybe one day I can smooth out what I have here and release it so other people can use it. Right now, it's very specific to me, and there's no like interface or anything. Because if it's simple enough, right now there's nothing. It's literally just a static object that follows my head. That's all that is. Which, you can do a lot with that. You can put a helmet on. You can put a hat on. But when it becomes to like rigging and stuff, there's like nothing there. So it's not really useful to anyone at the moment. But this could be the first thing I'm thinking of. So in Blender, I need to make a hat. So a helmet is easy because boop, it just covers my face. Whereas if there's something on my hat, my head, if I look up, you're gonna see the inside of the hat, where my head should be in front of that. So I need to figure out a way to composite my head on top of the 3D model at the same time. So that's going to be something. I have an idea, so I'll show you what I have so far. That is something we need to set up right now. So yeah, so head comp. Let's just get a thing going there. Head comp, and then we'll need to figure out hats, modeling, rigging, slash weight, paint, because that's going to be an issue because the hat's going to flop over it. Because I'm going to be importing it into a game engine. We're not going to be doing like soft body physics and stuff like that, like cloth physics. It's going to be probably just like an armature that flops around. So that I'm going to have to figure that out. And yeah, rigid body physics. I'm going to do it in Blender first, then probably kind of transport that into Blender first. Transport into Godot after. So if we can get it looking good in Blender, then we can probably just apply the bones. I don't even know how to like skin an object in Godot, but that's gonna be something. So we're gonna skin object. Don't know how to do that. So we got a few things to do. So let's look at the head comp first. Let's also put some music on. I don't know how loud that is. Let's keep it in the background. This is going to be Need for Speed music because that's the only playlist I have that works at the moment because I moved all my music. Go after. So cool. So I'll show you what I have at the moment. So this is kind of like a blobby thing that kind of looks It's kind of the same proportions as my head. I tried to take a photo of my head. It's very hard to do by yourself. And I mean it's pretty much close enough. I could probably remesh this a bit just so it's a bit lower. 256. There we go. I don't think it needs to be more than that. So what I'm going to do is also, you always impress me. Oh, thanks, bud. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, I have an idea, and that's kind of how you do it. You have a goal, and you fumble till you get there. Well, I said, I'm not a programmer, and I'm barely an artist. I'd like to be an artist, but I feel like I can always be better. All right, let's get that. Let's get our Godot scene up and throw this in. Hi, Shaylin. How you doing, bud? Sorry, so far I'm invested. I'm excited because have I just for the people coming in, we've kind of like, I've done this already. I did this for my Halo stream. Oh yeah, you were there for my Halo stream. I mean, I can't really fix the latency, and I don't care enough to do that, but like, you know, this is funny enough the way it is. I missed an opportunity to see the chief. The chief will return. He's dead now. I killed him. He will return when I start Halo 2. We'll do Halo 2 soon. All right. Still got that cough. Kind of annoying. I did go see a doctor, and she said I was fine, so I'll take her word for it. I'm not dying. It just there. Waiting with bated breath. Obviously, because of the holidays and stuff, I'm going to be busy soon. Like, I probably shouldn't be even streaming today. I realize this is over my face when we move over to this again. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I was wondering why Godot was still showing there. It's because the way I've set this up, so I should be turn that off for now. No, turn it on periodically as we go. Here we go. So here's our project. Luckily I can I should be able to good. Okay, so now, oh, never mind. Well, we'll just turn that on and off as we go. So yeah, the way this is working is it's just it's opening up a socket, which I thought they only did that in like crime shows where the IT person does that. Turns out there's some truth to that, and it just because the way the network is, the UDP packets are doing it. It's doing it in like 6 floats, six values of like position and rotation and stuff like that. So it's literally just passing that. So I mean, it took a while to figure out, but it's pretty simple. All right, so yeah, we've got our scene here. We've got our heads. I want to import our other head. How does this work? Head, right? Open head. Look at this stupid thing. I wonder if I should. It won't matter because what I'm intending to do is I just want to import this mesh. I don't want to import. Skip imports. I just want this mesh. That's all. I don't know which one I need to do, if it's the top one or the bottom one. Just import. So if in theory, I should be able to just swap this out to the other one. It's not there. Needs to be a resource. Head mesh. New resource. Mesh. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the thing with a lot of learning. How did I do this before? Because it's here. Do I just like drag it in? Maybe. Am I just blind? I'm not seeing anything. Because it's like importing, but it's not. Save to file? Enabled. Here we go. Models. Head. Mesh head. There we go. Save. There we go. Okay, so now I should be able to just quickly swap it out with the head. But now it's like all wrong, so that's something I need to fix. But if I re-import it as something else. Hello, 21st. How you doing? we are back. Doing VTuber shit. I'm a VTuber now. Right, so in our... Can we change the... Because Blender and Godot have different coordinate systems, so I don't know how to do that. Does this mean I have to catch up on your lore? Yes, you must open up the wiki. It doesn't let you do that, which is kind of annoying. Okay. Other way. Let's delete these. Remove. Get out of here. Let's just put our Master Chief back. Looking good. This is very much not. I probably didn't apply it either. So I'm just gonna apply everything. I need to probably make this bigger for you guys to see. I used to have a way where I could zoom into the screen, but that stopped working and I haven't fixed it yet. There we go. It's good enough. Kind of like that. I don't even know what an Oshi means. She's an alcoholic that throws bricks at me. This is definitely not my world. I should very much clarify, and I don't have much interest in it, but I want to put silly shit on my face sometimes. So instead of saving the blend file, I might instead export to... This is the native file of Godot. Transform Y up. Y plus up. Oh, okay. So if I Y plus equals up. So if I rotate this 90 degrees like that, and save it, will it show up correctly in here? Just quick load head. Almost. Let's do that one more time. So it's rotated to the right 90 and up again because it was so like that. Like oh god, it's not working. By that. Okay, so what is that? Positive X. So it's positive X all we want. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Step one complete. I could probably fix the scaling as well. Can we do that in here? You know what? The less you know, the better. I'm feeling that. It's not, like I said, not my world, not for me. Root scale. 2. Re-import. Hell yeah. Okay, so what happens if I do this? Good start. It's like my face. Can I overlay it on me again? Okay, so why is that not working? Which one is it? This one? No. There we go. Okay, cool. So we just gotta make it larger. 10 times. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I've been doing Christmas shopping. Playing video games. What else? What else is there to say? I have something on my face. I have heard of Iron Mouse Green Crayon, so there's that. I've heard of it. So, I mean, better than nothing. Alright. So let's import this one more time. Make it like 10. I mean, ideally, I figure out all the transforms and stuff perfectly, but I don't know. That's way bigger. That's probably too big now, isn't it? It doesn't refresh. It's annoying. There we go. All right. See, is that... It's going back to this scene. Yeah, that's way bigger than my head, so that's already too big. So let's fix that. Instead of 10, I'll do... Why is that not working? What happened to my... Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry. I'm like doing random things. Let's go to 5. Scuff is how we live. Absolutely. There we go. Okay, so that 5 seems like the right value. I'll write that into the so what was it? In Blender it was X positive is forward. Where's my here? Blender to Godot. I mean, there's probably like an easy way to figure that out. Pos X Blender equals what is it in Godot? Godot it's z forward equals pos z Godot. Make sure I keep that in mind. And import scale times 5. Cool. I have a face. So the idea is, now that I've got this following me, it's kind of, I might need to add like hair to it or something. Because I have hair, it's only doing like my skull. So that might be a problem, but we'll start with that. It's all gonna be iterative. Alright, so what I wanted to do, this is a little uncanny valley. This looks like I've there's like a Doctor Who enemy that looks like this. I forget. I actually forget that they just have like no face. I remember that. Sorry. Okay, I'll get rid of it for now. It's fine. All right. What I wanted to do is see how we have a blue background. The way I'm doing it is I'm bringing the program. I'm capturing the program in OBS and just keying out the blue. Makes sense. Movie magic, stuff like that. We'll do that, and then we will add a shader to this one. How do I do that? Shader. Mesh. Geometry. Material override. Okay, wait. New standard material. Where did the material go? You don't know where that is. Anyways, it's here. This material is called... I'm just gonna take the shading and make it unshaded. Then we're gonna make the color blue. There's no color picker here? Yeah, blue. So wait, why is that not working? Oh, just was it like that? That's black. Blue. There we go, blue. So now you can't see anything. So that means theoretically, that is going to be annoying to see though. It's just everything's blue. What I was going to do, I was going to add a... We'll just add a new... That's the thing. So that's that thing. So we want to make a second mesh. Let's just add a child node. Mesh instance. So we got a second one, and this one is going to be positioned. We're gonna make it just like a cube or something. New box mesh. Nice. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we just like place it on my head as if it were a hat. Can you imagine that? And get that. We play that. Okay, so this is kind of like the effect I'm going for. See how it's like it's cutting away. So if ideally, oh god. So yeah, so now like when I put my head up, it's not showing the bottom of the cube. That's kind of like the goal. So I guess that works. Yeah, that's the thing, is that like it shows my hair. So maybe I need to extend that head a bit more. There's probably a way to make it more accurate. I just don't know how to do that. It's to do with the scale and like the FOV of the camera. Very silly. All right. Close that. So that's kind of working. Good. Head comp is working. Add hair. Add hair. So hat modeling. Okay, so I guess I guess we got to add the hair first, because the idea is I go into this this thing here and model it around this, so because it's like it is based off my head. Oh, let's just grab a screenshot of my face. I'm like kind of cut off, so it's kind of weird. Like that. Did it save? I think it saved. That is not the screenshot I was hoping for. Oh, screenshot preview. Okay. There we go. Perfect. What a wonderful, wonderful picture. So I'm just going to drag that into Blender. Can I just do it like this? Yes, I can. Nice. So this would just give me just something to work off. New lock screen just dropped. Oh no, toy first. Okay, so just assume, because it's in, and also it wasn't exactly, hold on, I wasn't exactly face on. Oh, and I gotta be like exactly dead on like this. Like that. There we go. Okay. Not a funny face, but it's probably going to be more useful. Yeah, I was kind of looking differently. All right. So there's my chin. It is kind of like fitting that already, so maybe I just need to scale it more in at the end. Yeah, I mean, ideally I just have the hat up here. Eye contact jump scare, staring contest. Right. Boop, 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 doop, doop. I mean, ideally, I would just scan my face in, but I didn't have a Connect. I used to have a Connect, which would actually just 3D scan things. It was so much easier. Let's get some reference up. Perfect. Where's Pure Ref gone? There it is. Sweet. Okay, so I just need a band. I'm gonna just make a circle. And ideally, it's... I don't want to rotate it yet. Let's just make the thing. Just try and make it so it actually fits my head. Like that. Just make a band there. So that's gonna be like, just trying to think. So this part of it will not be this will be the part that doesn't do anything. Especially, okay, so looking at the how this will work. This like this bottom half will probably have no physics, only this floppy bit at the top. So this is going back to our face. So we'd actually have the band would be like here, and then it's like a sphere. It's cut off at the bottom. So it's just, yeah, kind of that, and then it goes into a point. Because the thing is, like, I could just do it all in Blender, but then it would be like, I'd probably use like soft body physics and stuff like that. So you can do that in real time. It's just, I don't know how to. What are questions to think about? Alright, we'll get there when we get there. And okay, so then I just want to just gonna simplify this. We'll get to that. So I think I'll just like put it to a point, then put the thing at the end, and we'll make cuts. And then at some point cut it off. Yeah, I think so. We'll do that. So probably like I'm just putting myself in a dunce hat. I just realized like that. We would have cuts there, and then he does the like. See, it kind of scrunches up. So that's the thing I need to figure out how to do. I'm probably gonna have to like fake a lot of it. All right, let's just do some tests, I guess. So yeah, guess there'll be like 2 or 3 cuts like that. Let's add a was it armature? So this is the thing, is we've got bones here, but I don't know how that's gonna work in Godot. And let's do that. Let's do it to each. This is a pretty simple setup for rigging. So I'm like, I'm not making it too hard on myself, but we'll see how we go. So I'm just placing the bones on each interval. Look. And final one up there. So how many bones is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be fine. And we'll have the ball at the end. Alright, so in theory, I just do this and this. Other way around. This to this. With automatic weights, so I don't even need to do anything. And then if I put a IK on the end here, how do I do that? I don't remember how to do that. Bone. Let's also make it so this shows up in front. View shading? No, how do you do it? Viewport display in front. Alright. That didn't do anything. Oh, it's because this one's meant to be in front, not this one. There we go, okay. Cool. So we've got that going, and so if I... Yeah, it's doing its thing. If I... Bone constraints... So it's I inverse schematics... chain length... There we go. Okay, so yeah. Simple as that. And we just want to, I guess 5... What I intend to do is to, this looks like a weird wormy thing, doesn't it? I kind of want it to be all the way at the bottom, I think. And we'll have to just, like, pin those verts. Wiggly, yes, very wiggly. The idea, I guess, is we just apply physics to this bone up here. Weight, influence. Okay, so let's check out the weight painting because that's gonna determine a lot of it. So, weight paint. So I guess we need to select for the base bone. We want actually nothing to affect these verts. So 0 weight, the top there. Not quite. But we'll see. Oh, maybe instead of that, we select that sync for base bone here and make it not a deform bone. Okay, so that's helped a bit. So now it's just doing the thing. So maybe if I reduce the chain length to that, sort of. But now it's acting strange. This is probably where I was gonna get stuck. Maybe I just need more, like, move this bone, like, down. So it's, like, at the base. Like that. Kind of. Yeah, that helps a lot, actually. Cool, so back to this. Let's move this down a bit. Also with the cuts, we'd want more up. It's like one there, one there, one there. If we can just like decide where it starts. Starts doing things. So the issue I have at the moment is it's kind of like, it's floppy, but I want it to like go to start more. I subdivide that. Is that gonna work? That's gonna have to redo the weights, I think. What's the button? Pose. Clear transform, all of them. Let's put that away. So now go on to, oh yeah, we will need to rebind it. Whoa, kiddo, is that some 3D? It is, Matt. How are you doing? Oh, what now? Why is it not working? Why ain't no work? There we go. Okay. Howdy, bud. So if we can get this to deform in a way that doesn't look stupid, then we can import it into the game engine. This one. So I guess I also want it longer. Can we make it so it stretches? See, I don't know how, there's like operations you can do in Blender that probably won't translate to Godot, so we'd have to figure that out. Still grinding? Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I hope it's getting there though. There's like twisting. Maybe we don't want IK. Maybe we want let's just Google Godot bone rigid body. Can rigid body take over the physical bones node? A little bit of comment. First, you need to loop through all mesh instances in the scene and add rigid bodies at their positions and reparent them. This is too complicated for me. Each bone in the skeleton using get global position. That would be your joint positions. So what I think what they're saying is I guess you could set the bone position to the rigid body, right? I guess that makes sense. So what we would be doing in Godot essentially is we would just add like a cube or whatever, and this would be doing the physics, and then the bone would follow this cube, which I guess makes sense. I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions at the moment. Right now, I just got a floppy hat. How would we go about? I guess we'd have to do some fancy. So let's make this longer. Is there a clear pose, clear, or so we can add that in? That's nice. All right, I'm gonna make this longer. So everything. Can I just make it like this? There we go. Giant cone on my head. Oh. Hopefully we can just scale this up too. Nope. Apparently proportional editing doesn't work with bones, which I guess makes sense. I'm just gonna do that again. That was a strange... Yeah, that was off center. That was weird. Whoops. Doing shortcuts faster than my brain lets me do it. Alright, so... that and that, then we... bind it again, wrong way around. So at the back I'd probably have to do some different topology so it bends a bit nicer, but chain length starting to kind of look correct. I might need to make this bone. This is the thing, I want it to like, I want these verts to like not move. So I guess that's should be in weight painting. Okay, yeah, so these verts are moving. We want them to not at all. Like, at all. Cool. So how do I make it so it... So right now it's I made it so it doesn't deform, but it's still kind of parented to that. I don't want it to even do that. Is there a way to make it do that? Deform. Yes, this one and this one don't deform. Okay, so it's working, but it's still parented. So how do I make it so it doesn't do that? Inherit rotation? No. That still didn't work. Inherit scale. That's just from the next bone. So from the, I guess in this thing. Yeah, bind to vertex groups, bone envelopes. How does that do? Doesn't look like it did anything different. Multi, use same input as previous, preserve volume, vertex group. Okay, so I guess, oh, okay, here we go. So let's make a vertex groups that only, let's make a new group and call this influence. Influence. And influence would... How do I make it so it's not in pose mode? I'll just go back to pose mode and... do that. Cool. Influence is only these ones, so... this one up. So now... hopefully... the thing is, I don't know if this is gonna translate into Godot. That's the problem. I mean, this is standard stuff, so hopefully it will. Alright, so now... doesn't really work. Is that because I didn't do anything? That's because I didn't do anything. Okay, influence. There we go. Okay. So we just got to add some more cuts there, I guess. Probably a way to do this with much less geometry, but we'll get there once I get it working. Maybe I'll also just bring this down just a little bit more. So like this loop. Progress. So we're gonna have to probably, because we know it's gonna bend only like this way, essentially. So limit it from twisting as well, because that obviously screws stuff up. Whoa! Because what I'd want is, yeah, essentially. Okay, so I'm think about this. So ideally, I just add physics to this bone at the top. So just thinking about what would happen is this bone would just fall until it's there and it would, you know, flop around. So we need to make the chain less than that so it doesn't look stupid. But that's not quite working how I expected. I guess we do it before. Yeah, so if this just falls down, kind of have to test the worst case scenarios here. So I think this is a bigger project than I could chew. We'll just smooth this out as well. Weight paint. So yeah, maybe we could just like do the back. And it like smooths out. Guess there's a smooth button in there. Blur. So that tippet there looks kind of strange. Maybe I don't want this bone here to deform. Sure, but that means probably one of the weight painting for this is wrong. Gotta love weight painting. For last bone. This bone. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Which bone's this? The top bone is called bone 5. But there's bone 6 there. That's definitely not confusing. Maybe just add more. It's being influenced by something else, I think. Nope. There's always some weird shit like this. There we go. Okay. It wasn't fully 100% for some reason. In fact, none of this is. So yeah, all I want it to do is to be like this and just flop around at the back. So maybe I should keep it so like this is like the resting pose. That would probably help. So instead of like that, then chain goes up. Yeah, so like that, yeah. Then we can like fix that up. Yeah, that simplifies things, because now it's only needs to swing around. Doesn't need to do anything else. Alright, sure. Can I make this smaller? Yeah, okay, that looks a little bit better. Got that and that. Then we just put solidify on that. Bevel. It's out of the way. So then I guess it would just right, how do we make this the new rest pose? Pose data. Pose. Apply transforms. Apply pose as rest pose. That did the opposite of what I wanted. Oh no. But then why did the Oh, I see. Okay, so that means I need to apply the geometry in that way too. Undo. Right, let's just make a copy of these. So in collection. Back up. We got our mesh, we got that, and we just duplicate those to the backup. Is that cool? Yeah. Cool. So I guess what we'll do is we apply the armature, apply the pose, apply pose as rest pose. Now this still works. So it still does that, but I guess we could just bind it again. There we go. Okay, cool. And figure out IK for that. Cool. So there's no point doing textures and stuff because I'd have to do that in the other thing. So I mean, it's good enough. Looks fine. I need to add. I should probably add this to the base mesh, so like it's all together. But under the influence, whoop, let me just apply these, apply visual geometry to mesh, and join this and this, and hopefully none of that is influenced. Nope. And we also need to add the bowl. Add a bowl. Good enough. I say this every why can't I speak? I say this every creative stream is whenever I do something and I say good enough, I usually like sing it in my head as like good enough, do 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 do, like Baby Shark. So that's a thing. Okay, influence. So this final bone should be following. Bone 5 is that, and it should be 100% on this. Hopefully that will work correctly. Here's a way to paint the verts selected. I probably should have done that, but hopefully this is fine. Hopefully it's fine. Good enough. Do 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 do. Christmas! Alright. Christmas! Let's give it a basic material, just, you know, for the Christmas spirit. I suppose what I could do is vertex paint. Vertex paint, easy. I'm sure Godot supports vertex paint. Vertex paint. So red. Vertex paint, dude. Yep, everything's Baby Shark now. Can I just like select these, then vertex paint selected? I assign vertex groups, color attributes. There's got to be a way to do that. Vertex paint, set vertex colors. That just does all of them. But what if I do this and then hide these and then do that? Alt. That still didn't work. But I can do it. No. God damn it. That's just gonna... Well, let's hide this now and just paint these. Surely that will work. Surely. There we go. Oh, yeah, perfect. Sweet. Alright. There's a little gap there, I don't care. And we can just, vertex paint material. We just get the inputs from color attributes, this one. And it should just work. Perfect. Looks good. Great, even. I don't know about that. I'll probably, what I'll do, if I get it working, I'll make like a nicer looking hat. But, you know, this just on its own. I mean, it looks nice enough. I could probably, because you're never going to see those faces, get rid of those. I would like to do some, like, nicer loop cuts in here. I don't know. It's not exactly like, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I guess good sculpt it, some of it, smooth it out. Add some cuts here. looks pretty good. Still doesn't really deform the way I'd want it to, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do it in Godot. But as long as like the weight painting sticks and it only affects this back part, should be fine. So we got that. We done in here? Maybe. Let's do some names. Santa hats. Santa hats. And what's it called? A arm? Deform? D Santa hat. I'm just gonna call it arm. I don't know what the naming convention would be. Let's hide these. The Santa hat scene. So always organize your scenes because it helps a lot. Alright, so ideally, I can just... There's only the armature modifier to that, but I think you can do that in Godot. Let's just try throwing it in. It's not gonna like flop around, but we can get it to get the bones to skin it, then that's the next step. Oh, see, it's done. Hold on. We only care about this one. No, that's literally not what that's named. Alright, well, what I'll do is instead... So we've got this head here. I'm going to just make a copy. Save copy. Santa hats. Open that one. And we'll just delete everything that's not that. Just to... simplify things. Why is this still here? Oh, I just named it wrong. Makes sense. That's probably why I was confused. It's called sphere object Santa hat. Make sure the mesh is called M Santa hat. And we got the armature, and hopefully that's all good. Vertex paint. I assume there's a way to pull vertex paint data. Hopefully. This one. That. There we go. And clean up unused data. There we go. Okay. So now we'll import that one. This one. Cool. Let's have a look at the goodies we've got here. Meshes, colors. That's what we want. Skins. 4 influences compatible. I don't know what that means. All influences. I think I would want all of them. Export, bone, death, forming mesh only. No. I want the bones and... I don't know how this works. This is might be where I get stuck. Retarget bone map. New bone map. Oh, so is there do I have to like export the bones out? You know, this one is probably something I have to do where I might need to export it to that native format. It probably does something. Export those. Export GLTF. Include transform data, mesh, Skinning. Include all bone influences. Armature. Use. Export. Remove armature object. No, don't want that. Don't need animation. Y plus up. Don't think I want that. Let's leave that because I kind of made it. Limit to. I don't think I'm missing anything there. Santa hat. Okay. It says skins and stuff like that. Import as skeleton bones. That sounded like a good idea. I don't know if it was. It's already done the colors for us, which is nice. 5. Actions. Set mesh save paths. There. I don't know what I'm doing. So this gets selected as right, where's the head gone? Let's make that a different color so I can see what the fuck's going on. But now it's too big. Oh, because I saved it as the other thing. So hold on. Man, game dev is finicky. I don't know if anyone does it. So I actually do want to keep that thing selected. Transform Y plus up. Mesh UVs normals. Correct. Material. Just don't export it. We don't need it. Probably not. Shape keys. Leave. Export. Okay. So now. There we go. Okay. And then I don't need to do the scale thing either because it's clearly done it for me. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. So how do I... So do we just add a skeleton? Skeleton 3D. Maybe, I don't know. Bones. I thought we could just like... I'm gonna need to look at some tutorials, I think. Here's the problem is, yeah, like... So we importing the mesh. Go Blender. Import skeleton. Skeleton not showing up when in import view. The entire skeleton is missing, not just end bones. Monday, April 29th. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Imported models from Burn not getting a skeleton node. Is skinning turned on in the exporter? Alright, export. Skinning. Maybe just do you have 4? I don't know. Armature. Export. Deformation bones only. Add leaf bones. I don't know. Flatten bone hierarchy. Don't know what that means. Remove armature object. I don't know, just place with some settings. Oh, it looks like it didn't like that. Is it because it was being used? Cool. Object has no attribute called children. Do I have to like write attributes to these? Oh, that's gonna... Yeah, wait, let's kind of go back to that. Like that. So can I just like drag this into the scene? Santa hat, and it's a scene. New inherited. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Sweet. So now we will instance this scene. That makes sense. That was a smart thing. I should have done that. How do I make position? So they move, but it's not skinned. So I need to figure out how to get this to skin. Because ideally... let's move this down a bit because it doesn't need to be there. Is there a way to like select the bones? Like... Can I just move like a single bone? Transform. This bone. Oh, it's just moving everything at the same time. We're learning though. Pose enabled. Oh, it is working, it is working, okay. So this is... I wish you could hover over it. Let's see what that is. Sweet. The way it's animating is not the greatest, but it's fine. Look at it, it's a little wiggly. It's wiggling. Alright, cool. That seems very, like, underwhelming, but having things transport between programs is very, very involved, as you just saw. So I'm glad that kind of worked. So ideally, I need to just make like a rigid body, and it just follows all these. Transform, what is it? Pose. Can I rename these? No. I should have renamed them in Blender. Let's do that now. Right. Bones. Right. Root. Bone. just this is called roots hat base dots 001 hat base dot 002. Let's just call this hat deform dot 001 2 3 4. Cool. Export, re-export. Nice, and it's done everything in here as well. Don't know what this leaf is, but if I move the leaf, what happens? Oh, that's just like the end, so... Okay, so... Okay, so now we just need to make it so they kind of do like IK. What happens if I change this node? Can you do that? Probably not. Alright, let's just add a what? Skeleton IK deprecated. Okay, so I assume that just means it supports it in the normal one. Modifier. Physics. Cool. Does this work for each bone? So if I just like put this one into the physics one, like all these into the physics one, no, that's done it for the entire thing. It's cute, thanks. It would need it to move. Oh, I want to open up this scene. Whoa! Alright, we can actually move up this scene. So let's delete that one. And we want this to be, instead of a mesh, we want it to just be the scene. Here. There we go. Santa hat. Put on head. Cool. So now I just need to make it wiggle and then it will work. We're like oddly close. Closer than I thought I'd be. So that means, yeah, okay, in this scene, Santa hat scene. So instead of, should be using the, is it already a scene? Delete. Santa hat. Okay, so now it's the only thing we need to do is to figure out how to get in Godot. So we figure that out. Success! Because it just works automatically. That's good to know. Then we need to figure out how to apply physics to bone. And that's kind of it. Even if it like intersects itself, I'm kind of okay with that. That's that. Oops. So okay, Google time. Godot apply physics applied, I don't know, gravity to bone. Physical bone 3D. A physical bone 3D node is a physics body that can be used to make bones in the skeleton 3D react to physics. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Is, I don't know, add child node physical bone 3D. And what's it complaining about? This node has no shape. Do I make it a child? Do I make it the parent? This would be great to understand what the hell is going on. Collision. Inputs. -1 is out of bounds. Bone size equals 9. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Root 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it is correct. So why is it choosing -1 and not like, I don't know what any of this does. Bone name. Here we go. Okay. We want it to be on 4. Is that, do you think, can we play current scene? That is not what I wanted. That is not the current scene. Lies. We'll just do that. That's not doing anything, but maybe we're not there yet. Consider adding a shape 3D. Sure, we can do that. Collision shape 3D. And we will make it a sphere. Like that. And we can... radius. So if I just make all these... each bone. So how many bones were there? There was 1, 2, 3, 4. So we make four of these things here. Alright, so we'll make this top one goes to at deform 1. At deform. Wait, why can't I? Oh, this 2. At deform 3. And at deform 4. Something's not right because they're inheriting from themselves, which actually might be what I want, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I don't want that. At deform 1. At deform 2. 3. 4. But this one's like in a weird spot, and they're all in like random places now. Kind of hoping they would just flop around. Joints, yeah, hinge joints. Oh, it might be working. It's looks like it's how it should be. None? That's the base. Please. I beg you. There's gravity, there's that. I feel so close. Right, yeah, why are the collision shapes like all over the place? Let's add them all individually, I think. That might be for the best. So they're like in the right place. Alright, so this one is for upburn. Okay, so not shape cast. So yeah, this one is like in a weird spot. Wish you could see the bone like at all times. Can I like do that? View. No. Alright, whatever, we'll just eyeball it. Alright, so then we'll go this one radius. We just tweak it so it looks kind of hard. This slide is kind of useless. Here we go. I mean, that looks pretty good, but they're still not doing like the thing. Can sleep? No? If true, the body is deactivated when there's no movement, so will not take part in simulation until it's wakened by external force. How about we just make it always do that? Oh, but they're all... This one's... Not yet. There's a way. I don't like how it's like over there. It's very strange. Like, shouldn't this be... So confused. You'd think they should be on each other. Make sure I do that. So this is... What is snapping on? Why is it doing that? Okay. In order to take physical moves with raycast, the skeleton modifier 3D.active property of the parent must be set to true. The hell does that mean? Physics mode on. That's just interpolation. Got constraints. I have a feeling I have to make it so it is in a kind of like a hierarchy. See, it's still not deforming. I wonder, is there a way to make it so I can draw these in while it's playing? I guess I could go remote. Remote. See, it's not really doing anything. Urgh. So close, man. It's like in a chain. Always process. Nope. Mass. There was some more like examples. Add jiggle physics to skeleton. How do I do that? Wiggle bone. That's essentially what I'm doing. Godot physical bone. Working with 3D skeletons. Skeleton mesh. Just Google Santa jiggle physics. I should do that for other reasons. I don't have to do math, aren't I? I don't want to do math. Howdy, Lyra. How you doing, bud? You got him. Good job. Using 3D bones to implement ragdoll-like physics. That's the one thing that I wanted to do. That's literally all I want to do. Does anyone actually know how to use? Might be currently broken. God damn it. Better not be. Godot's ragdoll system. This is still 3.0 though. Yeah, skeleton, mesh, 3D physical bones. So they're over here. They're not in their own hierarchy. But maybe create skeleton, create physical skeleton. Do I have that option still? Because I'm using Godot 4. Skeleton 3D, create physical skeleton. Boom, easy. Oh, it was that easy? Okay, wait, hold on. Delete all that shit. Select the skeleton, create physical skeleton. Boom. Still doesn't work. Damn it. Good, we are like frustratingly close to putting a Santa hat on my head. I could have gone like to the store and put a Santa hat like on my head, but it's not digital. It needs to be digital, otherwise it's like not my style, you know? Very close. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that was a win just because we got it to show buttons on joints. Can I like drag the buttons? Export skeleton profile. I don't know what that does, but we're gonna do it. Skeleton profile. Well, it's there. So bone. So this is doing it for like every bone, which I don't really want. Okay, so physical bone simulator. So you need a physical bone simulator node first. I had just the bone on itself. Okay, active, yeah. So that it's active. So why isn't it doing the stupid thing? Let's make it so the only the deforms have it. Delete. What? Yeah, these ones. Just delete those. And it's chosen a capsule. I don't know if I want that, but sure. Radius. Actually, yeah, I do, because that looks much better, doesn't it? So like, it's working, but it's not. Is inside tree, but that's not, it's not doing that anymore. On. Process. Always. Come on, do the stupid thing. Okay, what else am I missing? Where was that ragdoll system? Okay, so yeah, we've done that. We've adjusted those. Oh, we've got to make the joints. True, we do that. Final result looks like this. It's really simple to start the simulation by attaching it to script and writing down this. Physical bones start simulation. Making sure I do that. Okay, so that would probably help, wouldn't it? So let's do the joints. Joint. I guess that's a pinch joint. This one will be a hinge. Also a hinge. Also a hinge. Hopefully. I mean, maybe not. Then I guess on this one we add a script. And just on start, I guess. What was it? Physical bones start simulation. Physical bones start simulation. Easy, easy. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh my god, it's incredible. I love it. It's perfect. It's actually exactly how I wanted it. All right, okay, so it's working. So we just need to tweak it so it's I guess with this one we put, maybe we can put them in hierarchy now, and we put this one at 0 gravity. I don't know if that will work, but give it a try. Okay, 0 gravity just makes it go up, but also interesting. One. Oh, that for a second there looked like it was doing some pretty 1 second. Weird, one of those weird messages. We'll deal with that in a bit. It's kind of working. It's kind of cool. It's kind of working. What did I send now? You sent me a weird message, clearly. Oh, you can move joints. It's not quite working, but that would be cool. We could. Okay, so it's falling, so we want to pin, I guess, this one. That's what I assume pinpoint is. Pin joints. It's probably in the pin joint 3D. Oh, is this this is a node. Do I want that though, or? Spring arm. So assign 1 and 2. Do I do that again? This one will be 2 and 3. And I don't know, I'm just guessing here. This is like complete shot in the dark. Wait, no, these need to be on the No, it doesn't. Why doesn't this work? Alright, well, this thing here. Wish I named it a bit better. One and 2, 2 and 3, and we'll go 3 and 4. 3, 4. Let's try that. Oh, whoops. Let's get rid of that. Oh my god, I am a genius. Absolute genius. This is exactly how it should be looking. It is an improvement, actually, like, really. So what happens if I do this? We need to change the color of it's like so close. I'm a fucking genius, guys. Hold on, okay, so let's go back here. And change this back to the blue. Blue. Is that blue? Yeah, that's blue. Okay, so now it will flop around behind me like it's actually there. This is really exciting. How do I, what do I do? I go here. Boom. Incredible. See, now I need to add a body. I can't believe this fucking worked. That's actually awesome. I don't know how to make it better, but maybe one day I will. Incredible. There's got to be a way to make it so it like is a little bit more accurate. But yeah, the fact that I like put a head there, so I gotta make some shoulders. That's what we gotta do. Though it's kind of like stuck there. So how do I make it so it's flopping around more? So maybe I get rid of the final joint, the final pin. So that's this one. So delete that. Gonna make myself dizzy. I've done that before. I was doing that with the Halo helmet. I was like doing this for hours and like my neck hurt after. You can't even see me do it. But I was moving my neck around for a while. And it was causing my head to hurt. There we go. See now it's swinging around. There we go. Yeah, I was doing this a lot. I don't know, man. ridiculously happy with this. There's something is wrong with the deform, but I don't know, man. This is like the best I'm gonna get, but I'm really happy. Incredible. All right, well, now what? I guess I'll add some shoulders. Though it gets stuck. Maybe I need to make it so the last one doesn't have any collision. What happens if I do that? So this one, if I go disabled, as I want it to flop around freely. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Oh my god. All right. Oh, gotta reset this again just so you guys can see. Finally. I don't know why it's to do with collisions, obviously. Maybe I need to just make the collisions much smaller. Give it a lot more play. Yeah, let's try that, because I feel like it's favoring one side. This one. No, not that one. This one. It has its own gravitational pull. Yes, it's something like that. So yeah, what I think is happening is these collisions are too hefty, too large. So we just gotta pull these down quite substantially. Yeah, definitely. Like, quite substantially. Especially this one. Let's get that one like that. Let's try that. Yeah, that helped a lot. It's still kind of swinging in only one direction. Like, I would think... I don't know if it's, it's not really inheriting my movement, so that's probably part of it. I guess what I need to do is... on... this head, on the head, is like a rigid body. So it pins like the first one to that, so it inherits that physics, maybe? Just show my face again. Dude, this is sick though. So that's the armature itself, which is following that. We'll do it for the scene. So add rigid body, rigid body 3D, and this one will have, oh, I guess a shape as well. I don't need it, but I just, because it complains if you don't have one. This one, I don't know, sphere. I mean, I guess you could just put that there so it doesn't interact with the head. And so then I want to pin this. So another pin. Assign, the first one would be this. The second one would be this. Like that. Maybe? Kind of. Definitely doing some different behavior. Now it's like stretching out, it looks weird. It's like, probably because this has gravity. We don't want gravity. We want to disable it, make static, collision. How do I, gravity, mass, sleeping. Get rid of gravity. It's always pushing us down. Kinematic, I think that's the word. I remember that word. How's it going, Truan? How you doing, bud? There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, it's stretching out again, but... Why is it stretching? It needs like is this one? There's a long boy. He's stretching out. I mean, we're so close. How's it going, Tron? Good to see you, bud. Joints. It's the first one. I can't believe this worked. Influence. Should I do that? I don't know. Is this Unity? This is Godot. I've stopped using Unity. One, because I never really liked it when it was popular, and two, everyone just moved to Godot. And I mean, I still think Unity is probably better right now, but I'm enjoying using Godot because I quite like it. But yeah, pretty much it's a game engine. I'm not sure if you saw before Truant, but we're kind of iterating on this with the last Halo thing. I'm putting a Santa hat on me now. And yeah, it's cool. It follows my face. My Master Chief, yeah. It's going way better than I had any right to. Put the Santa hat on Master Chief. Oh, I mean, I can do that. But yeah, I need the... We've learned some new things today. We learned the correct coordinate conversion between Blender and Godot, which was that. Probably, actually, that's not as relevant. Not relevant if exporting GTFL, GLTF. Yeah, we've success. So we didn't need to. Success, but needs tweaking. We've done this as well. Yeah, so we learned how to export a skeleton from Blender to Godot and set that up in Godot, and we've figured out how to apply physics to the skeleton. And obviously, like, we did all that other stuff to make the Master Chief thing working. Needs tweaking. Yeah, I mean, Blender... we're kind of done with that for now. Oh, I need to remember I need to put rigid body physics. Add script to, what was it? Physical bone simulator. Hold on, let me kind of go through these actions so I remember how to do this. So select the skeleton and click this. Easy. Into success. Step 1. Do that. Why is that taking up so much space? Size, text wrapping, front, or square, behind to inline wrap text. There we go. or break text. There we go. Add script to this one. Sorry, I'm just kind of documenting my progress. Dooch. And we just make that. Too many things are open. Rid of that. I don't know what I'm trying to look for. Good-o. There we go. Let's look at the hierarchy as well. Which looks like this. It's fine. Oh god. No, just yeah, stay there, sure. Cool. Sweet. Who needs words when you can just like take pictures? Oh, more artisan programs had this DNA. This is actually okay, that's not exactly a new thing for me. But I have been inspired because if any of you have watched Matt KC with his projects, because he makes a video for every project. So he documents everything because if he doesn't, he has no video. So I've been kind of emulating that. I do write notes. I have written notes before, but like the way he does it in a Google Doc and in this kind of format, it's kind of clicked for me and I've started to follow kind of how he does it. It also helps you be more productive because like you just typing it out it makes you know do the thing that you're typing out doing because it's there. All right, sweet. So yeah, it's working. We're kind of done. We just need to figure out why it's stretching weirdly like that, and I have a feeling it's because of something that's. Can I like lock? I don't want to lock rotation. I want to ignore. Zero gravity? What does that do? If it stays. Is it getting longer? I can't tell. Oh, it's getting longer. Damn it. All right, so I want it to just be. It's specifically this one, I think. It's a pin joint, right? So how about we make it like a hinge joint? Are the weights too heavy? So all the weights were done in Blender, and that's just so that it could be it actually. I don't know because it works pretty fine here. I guess what's happening is in Blender the bones aren't they don't exceed that. Let's see if I get rid of the IK. So maybe it's just the way Bones and Godot work. They have more freedom. So that means the weights are fine, but not the way the bones work. So yeah, because the weights look pretty. Yeah, they're definitely not too strong. Roots. Honestly, root doesn't even need a. Should clear that. Weights Set weight 0. The thing is, I have to re-export it, I think. Maybe I don't have to do that now with Blender, but because yeah, it's like the scene. Anyways, well, the thing is, I think it's more to do with the physics, is what I'm trying to say, instead of the weight painting, because it's deforming. But now I think the bones, what the bones are doing, are not what I want them to be doing. So I need. It would be cool if I could see the bones while it's playing, but I don't know how to do that. Godot draw bones in runtime. Is there like gizmo, no, run time. I just want to see them, like, debug, like, I guess I would have to draw a position on each one. That's like pretty manual though. Godot bones debug view. Selecting node and Godot will visually selected in the runtime debug view. Can I just... Oh, view visible collision shapes. Is that, will that mean it will like, just show up? Oh, it's showing. Okay. They're very hard to see though. I don't think you can even see that. So yeah, it's the collision shapes aren't quite doing what I need them to do. That's why it's deforming weird. How do we make it so you can see them? Deploy with remote debug. This might be what I want. Remote. That's not quite working. So yeah, it's just the way the bones are doing. It's like in a weird thing. And also the head is in the wrong place as well. So I guess I'll put the rigid body here. So it's might be still in the correct place. That's kind of improved. So yeah, one of the bones is like in the wrong place, it looks like. But it's hard to check that. So what's this? This one? Yeah, it's this one here is doing something weird. Not quite sure I understand. Oh, can we make it so it's like wireframe? This one of these bones is still like the wrong radius. If we just make it like the size of the bones, maybe it will just look better. Instead of like whatever weird shit I'm doing. Now I can actually kind of see what I'm doing. Might be better. Whoa! Now it's still stretching out, so we need to figure out why that's happening. Well, it's because the head is going down. So... exclude nose from collision. Yes. Or maybe no? Zero gravity. I want this to be static. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of it is just... Alright, staying in position. Is it still stretching out? It's still kind of going down. Very slowly. So I kind of want it to like just not freeze. I just wanted, as part of the simulation, but I don't want it to like do anything. Here we go. So it's not going down yet. Is it? I can't tell. I mean, the fact that I can do this is like, that's the big win. I have to make it so it doesn't twist. We have to add some constraints. Yeah, I think that might have fixed it. That was the issue. Let's add it to my face again. It's so stupid. Yeah, so we just make it so that it constrains on certain rotations. I mean, I do like doing that. That's kind of funny. The things I do to entertain myself, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I was blown away that this would even like work at all. But we did it. It's so funky. It's perfect. I do wish I could make it stick to my head a bit more, but I think that's a lot to do with camera FOV and scale and stuff. It is funny how it decides to sit itself. Maybe it's because of its resting pose is kind of weird. That might be something I might need to iterate on. Oh god. I wonder. Probably not. He's sleeping though. I was wondering if the face tracking software would work on dogs. It probably won't. Also, what's going on with the debugging? There's errors every frame. Oh god, it's like freezing. Oh, it's just dropping packets. Okay, that's normal. Wish I could suppress that error. I don't know how to do that. Hey bud, you okay? You sleeping? I'm scared. I don't want to wake him up. Ugh. Hey. Guy. He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. Aww. Aww. This is weird. This is wild. That hat has a poltergeist latched onto it. It really does. He's the rupee. Yeah, look at him. Arg. So cute. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was on him for a second. How do I make it so it, like, only uses him? There we go. Perfect. This is how. This is what gets me up out of bed at night. Doing this. You've got a Santa hat on. Yeah, there we go. Christmas doggo. Look at the Christmas doggo. He's so sleepy. I do this every time I pick him up, he just does this. He falls asleep. He's a baby. No. I love you, bud. He's already been on his way. He's probably tired because he whenever I take him on walks, he barks at literally everything that moves, and there was a lot today. So he's just kind of like got his energy out. This is incredible. I'm so happy. I don't think I can top this ever. I'm trying to think of. It's something to do with the fact that it hasn't stretched out now. It's now purely to do. It's not physics anymore. It's only with the deforming. So now this would be more to do with the weight paint and the geometry of the hat, I think. Yeah, I should add shoulders, I think, but I don't know if I add shoulders, how much of that is gonna get covered. But having shoulders would be nice, just so I can, like, give myself luscious locks or something. I don't know. It looked like it hit the camera. That's funny. Hey. I really like when the tracking software goes to him. But I hide my face. Here's your dog. Look at the doggy. Christmas doggy. You look ridiculous. Unlike me, I definitely don't look ridiculous. Oh. Mwah. Well then, now what? I think we, kinda... I didn't expect this to be so successful. I love him so much. Oh, he's so precious. He's such a sweet little guy. Love him so much. So, yeah, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So all the bones that I want to be working are working. There's just tweaks you can make, I think. He's just completely out. Little guy. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. I'm suffering from success here. I think I guess we just make these like even smaller. Make them as small as possible until it's like they're not overlapping at all. So this one. Yeah, just make them like short. Short little things. Maybe that will like correct itself a little bit more. So maybe spheres were the better idea. It's still, like, one of the bones is, like, the wrong way. Yeah, this one is like... Yeah, one of them is like flipped the wrong way. Not entirely sure how to fix that. So does that mean maybe one of the pins are wrong? 1A, 2... This top one is a hinge joint. Maybe don't make it a hinge joint. I don't know what a pin joint is and a hinge joint. What happens if I make them all like pins? Or a cone joint? I don't know, but cone joint sounds kind of like what I'm thinking. Nah, it's all kind of acting the same. So yeah, it's something to do with location and hierarchy in physics. Like, what if I put... I don't know, because like if I move this, it's gonna move everything else. I don't know what this cross is meant to be. I could also just like turn the influence down. What happens if I do that? Yeah, see, there's something wrong. I mean, that kind of does something. Friction, bounce. Probably add some damping. Disable mode, keep active. I don't actually know what that does. You gonna go back to sleep? That's what you're gonna do? Oh, I mean that looks normal-ish. I mean, it's more sensible. Oh, never mind. For a second there. Alright, I'm gonna go down. Alright. I mean, whatever I did, I'm kind of just clicking buttons now. It is kind of funny how it does that. That's because I did a pin joint and a cone joint. What happens if I just do none? Maybe this isn't working the way I expect it to. Because I guess the pin joint is doing it for me. Maybe they're like conflicting. I mean, sort of. And what else? I did this and I made it. I put the influence down and I put it back to 1. Oh no, now it's really going. See, I don't know if I want this here and here, or do I want it like... Maybe I want it under the skeleton or under here? it's something to do with hierarchy, something to do with this thing is like it shows the gizmos, but then it doesn't. It's all doing like really different things. It looks like the bones are in the correct place now, though. So it's just that first bone. Add some damping to it, or make it a nun. Or a 6 degree of freedom joint. I don't know what that means, but it's not really changing anything, is it? Spin! See, that's what I was talking about. I was making myself dizzy. I was doing that earlier. Yeah, it's just something is wrong that I can't quite figure out. Is this bone doing anything? Because this should only be, or maybe it should be this bone doing something as well. Maybe? Because then that's probably what's with the weight painting. It's probably being weird. Oh, so what about these joints? Just says solver priority. So it's like there's not much. Can I like delete these? But then let's see what happens without them. So let's see if that gets bothered. Oh yeah, that just makes it full. But what happens if I keep these delete these ones and keep the pin from the top to the sphere? Oh, that's kind of like doing the same thing. Okay, good. Simplification. So I guess now we just need to restrict this bone from doing anything. Skeleton. This one. Can we, is it in here or is it in this one? Axis lock. Angular Z. No, angular Y. Angular X and Y. Maybe. It's definitely a more let's put the joints back on. So then I'm hoping it will work like a chain more. So stupid. The pin joint's definitely doing something. What happens if I'll turn the collision on, see what happens? That doesn't look like it's even colliding. Mesh, skeleton, skin, bind. Okay, so this is all here. So we can actually, that's cool. We can save the, change weight paints if we need to. In there. Got the skeleton. Show rest only. Just want to see if that actually wood dart works. Yes, it does. Good. And you can see where the swinging is. So yeah, the swinging is not working the way I expected it to. So maybe I need to bring back the pin joints. Let's just make new ones. Yeah, instead of having them on like a chain, level like that, and we'll do the pin joints. So pin joint 1 is pin joint, rename pin base to 1, like that. And we want this to be 1 to 2, pin 1, 2, pin 2, 3, pin 3, 4. So pin 1, 2, pin 2, 3, pin 3, 4. Now, why was I doing that? Do not remember. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's... I don't understand. But it's... Yeah, okay, so it's deforming now how like I want it to, but now it's not. Also, like the first part. Maybe because it's exclude nodes from collision. Yeah, I should probably do that for like, especially the first one. Let's do it for all of them. See what happens. Whoa. It's getting more cursed. Wee. Let's put the influence down again. It's cutting my head off. Ah! Yeah, nah, see, it's... Yeah, it's definitely something to do with, like, inheritance and whatever's going on there. It's like not doing the right bones. Let's double check the bone. So this is hat 1, hat 2, hat 3, hat 4. Let's double check that's what... Hat 1, hat 2, hat 3, hat 4. So that does make sense. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if I could... I don't know. Let's put that at the top. Like, should I be putting the pins in that? Like there? So we're gonna do something weird as well now. Yeah, nah, it's still doing some strange stuff here. How do I just disable a node? Does this count as disabling? That's just visibility. Like mute. Is there a mute button? Node. Manage object properties. Nope. Visibility. Is visible in tree is true. So does that mean it's, if I just do this, I can see the effects without it? Why don't I just like start again? So we got our skeleton. You could like select all of them. Show buttons on joints. File poses to rests. Reset all bone poses. Create physical skeleton. Maybe I just like keep it like that so I don't have the rigid body 3D. And this root bone. Pin joint. I mean, maybe just that, just by the default works. No. Oh, that's also because I got rid of the script. Put that on there. It just fell off. That was great. All right, okay, but maybe that we're onto something here. Access lock. So we'll just like lock all these. Maybe the base one as well. Oh, kind of. Kind of. It's looking more how I imagined it. I need to restrict, I think on every bone I'll restrict the Y angular. Because then so it doesn't spin around, it only spins in two ways. It's probably a way to just copy this to everything, but I wonder if I could just do it like this. I've got two selected. That's probably how you're meant to do it. Yep, okay, that's how you do that. Oh, it's looking pretty good. So we just need, I think we need to move the chain up one more. So this one. This one. Base stays. Well, what did I do to it? I just locked everything. Okay. Well, I guess we don't want to be doing that. But it's very close. Very close. Okay, so keep the linear, but not the rotation. This is how you figure things out. You just click buttons until it works. I forgot about that. So this one I just need to like stop it from animating, which I assume I can just delete it, or maybe if I turn it off. Does that work? Nope. Because if I can keep the bone, the base in that place, I'm just gonna delete it. Still not. Yeah, it's connected to this. Why is that not working? Make static? I don't know. That's what I want. Nope. That's for the collision. Physics 3D body. Can sleep. I want it to just not be, not to simulate. I don't know. I can just. It's got to be. Again, the word is kinematic, I think, but. Process disabled. What does that do? Oh. That's what I was trying to do before. That's how you mute node. It's very close. The collision shapes. Oh, it's just like covered the bones, which is fine. I just want these parts to. I guess I need one pin. Pin. And this is I'm pinning the base. I guess I gotta do the thing again with the rigid body. Rigid body with a shape. Oh, that one. Yeah, just that. And we want this to be a, so we can do it here. Make static collision. I don't know how to continuous. No, deactivation. Sleeping. Here we go. Freeze. Gravity enforces. Not applied anymore. That's what I want. Is there freeze just for these? Freeze. No. Okay, so. Nope. Freeze. Freeze. We want to assign the rigid body to the base. Very close. Very close. It's still kind of twisting at the end. I don't know how I fix that. Floppy flop. I almost kind of prefer the the worst version. This is becoming like good now. So we're so close now. Freeze mode. I don't know what kinematic and stag. The difference between that is. That seems more stable somehow. Well, it's kind of moved off. So instead of, maybe I just remove this one as well. And the pin goes to base 2. Oh, very close. It's still kind of twisting in a weird way. So I think that's probably something to do with... Wait, why is this skeleton not showing all of the bones? Oh, because it's right there. Right, can I like disable the... Oh, yep, disable pose for this one and this one? So it just doesn't deform those ones anymore. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Genius. Success. That's pretty much the best we're gonna get. I see how it's like twisting? It's still doing that. I don't know. I thought I disabled that. But maybe there's something else I can disable. Because angular, and that's disabling everything. Maybe I don't want to disable those for that. But yeah, everything, it's angular Z. That's, yeah, up. I'm pretty sure it's, well, Y is up for, but unless, depends what, can I like transform dialogue? No. If I can make the gizmo like, because it's in world view at the moment. I was wondering if I could change the gizmo to like local view. Use local space. There we go. What did I do? I want to see the gizmos for these. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we might actually be using the wrong one. Yeah, so we want to disable Z. That's what we want to do. So there we go. See, we learned something. So instead of angular Y, we want to disable angular Z for all of these. Probably. Just make sure. Yeah. Yes. For all of these. Okay. So axis lock. Turn that off. Turn that on. This is like, that didn't really do what I thought it would do. It's probably because I did something weird over here, didn't I? It's still doing it. That's weird. So maybe it is Y. Let's just try with all of them. Just see what happens. Because if it's only calculating location, because it's that might work. So now I can't get it to move anymore. I mean, that's the most stable, obviously. But I did like it swinging around more. Squishy, it's very squishy. So if I just lock everything. I don't know, man. Yeah, that makes it a bit wacky because it's trying to calculate it, but it's not doing anything. Yeah, it's weird how that seems to make that ruin his X and Y. It wants all of them. Can I go joint constraint, damping? No damping? Lots of damping. But that's going to stretch it out a lot, isn't it? Kind of. That's a bit more. Cool. Just want to look at the mesh. Surface material override. How is it getting the material? It's just from the... Yeah, we're in the right place. It's cool that it yes, that changes the... If I remove this clear, is it okay? It does give the vertex paint back. So the way I've colored the hat is it's just using vertex paint. So if I give it its own material, it's gonna remove that. But maybe I can extract colors. Yeah, use as albedo. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we can do things with it, like make it shiny. What sort of things do we have there? We've got backlighting. I definitely want backlighting. Is that gonna do what I think it does? Oh, that's like a fake yeah, that's like a fake fake subsurface. That's cool. I'll use that because it technically would be kind of like that. Roughness, it's very rough. Rim light? I definitely want rim lighting. Wait, what? That's because this is like really bright. No, it's just the rim light. It's really bright, that's all. Shading per pixel, per vertex. Toon? Can I make it like a cartoony looking thing? It's kind of like that. That just looks unshaded. I don't want that. You would have to kind of work on this. I think what I've done is because I've already made a rim light, I think, in this scene. Yeah, I already have 2 lights in the scene, so that's probably why I can't really tell a difference. So let's get rid of that for now. Clear coat. Just try, maybe that emulates like the kind of sheeny look. Roughness 1. That doesn't work the way. Oh, it's because it's only for the base one. It's like a vertical streak. And it's too shiny, but thought that might be interesting. AO. It just calculate itself, or no, that's gonna have to need the texture. Oh, there's some subsurface. Skin mode. Not quite sure what skin mode is, but might look more fluffy. Yeah, there's not much to do there. And it just looks strange. Yeah, the stretching, I need to figure out how to pin joint. So I would think that would be in the pin joint, but it's doesn't seem to be. Impulse clamp. No description available. Cool. Let's put the damping down on that. Okay. Stretching less. But it's less, Alright, let's make it so everything interprets on. Hopefully it will like smooth out a bit as well. Physics on. It's already on, but I don't know if that. I don't know what bias does either. I mean, that's going to be the best we're going to get for now, I think. Let's put this down even more. It's very little. Let's turn off skin mode. It's not skin, but maybe just that little bit. And we'll so after this, wrong screen. Make it so. There we go. This is so stupid. And the only thing I can think of is to like make shoulders. Maybe we can do that real quick with the, because we got the open up the head. And what's the thing is my neck is doing something different than my shoulders, so there's no way to track that. So I guess I just take it off from here. Do I want to do that? I don't know. That's the only thing I don't like about the remesher. Kind of don't want it like that. I'm just gonna undo all that. We'll just add a cube here. And Y. So if I just add that in. Oop, apply this first. That just instantly re-import. I cannot see it, so I don't know. Doesn't look like it's done that. Head. This one, Santa hat. There we go. Okay, so now got shoulders, but I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Sort of. It sort of goes behind me. Not quite. That might have been a mistake. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Because, yeah, I'm not tracking my shoulders, I'm tracking my head. And my head is doing different things than my shoulders. Maybe it would have been better if I just, like, kept them separate. And just have... So instead of this... See, now they're separate. We'll just call these shoulders. So head is that, and then we go shoulders as its own thing. Shoulders. Re-import. So head is still like its head, then we just add so that's the one with the script, that node. So we don't want it to add it to that, we want to add to shoulders like that. It's very large. Very large. Just position it myself. And that's just like a buffer zone, a masking zone. It's kind of hard to see in this environment. Also, I made the normals wrong. Let me just invert the normals so they actually are correct. Yeah, they are now. There we go. Okay. So if I can just scale this down. To roughly where it is. Let's turn off. I need a way to make this visible easier. Probably a bit too broad. Shoulders. Like that. It's probably good enough. Then so if we make them both the same material. I guess I'll use standard material. Oh no, what I'll do is I'll get this one. This blue again. We'll save it as unshaded blue. And we can just apply that to both of them, and that's a bit more efficient. Cool. Sort of. I think my shoulders need to go up a bit more. Probably like up to my neck. So I can also see both of them when I do that. There we go. Close enough. It's like it's really there. Like it's janky as fuck, but like it sells the it sells the thing. I can barely see my eyes. So that's like really bright, that white. You tell me that's not real. That is definitely real. Yeah, I don't know how to... I'm receiving... So I'm like dropping packets, so that means there's a little bit of latency. But I don't know how to make it so it's... Think about that. Yeah, I think I'm done, because I don't know what else to do after this. But I do want to just check the... Buffer size is 64. If I make it bigger... So what am I getting? I'm getting buffer full dropping packets. So if I make it bigger, it's likely it won't update until... Does it use up a lot of your CPU or GPU having it open? It's kind of hard to know when I have the sort of software I have, the hardware I have. So maybe, but it shouldn't really. It's all like kind of standard stuff. Like for instance, I just realized you can't see me. For instance, when like OpenTrack it's doing the same thing when it's sending the data to the video game for to use like head tracking for like racing sims and stuff like that. So no, it's not using much, and I don't see it's any different. The things that would be using up my CPU and GPU so much would be my shitty coding. But yeah, right now it's pretty fine. I'm sure it's like having a game open, but it's a very small game, so it's not exactly much. What am I doing? I am... I guess I'll up the buffer size. I don't know if that's just gonna fix anything. No, it still does the buffer thing. It is less, I think. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Yeah, see, this is what happens when I do the buffer, and it's like it feels like it's more delayed. So I think I need it to... I guess I need the physics process to go even faster. So that's 60 at the moment, but maybe I need to update it much higher. Project settings. How do I do that? Physics. Common. Ticks per second. Max physics steps per frame. I don't know which one I want to change. I mean, if I make this like 120, it's probably gonna get more more up to date things. Still not quite. If I make the buffer smaller, back to 64. I hate how I have to update OBS every time I open and close this window. What happened? Is it working? It's working. See, that's a little better. So to make it like run at like 240 frames a second, maybe I might get enough. Let's try that. 240. I mean, if we could do 1,000 frames per second, that'd be cool. I don't know if it's starting to get like kind of ridiculous. Start. Do the thing. Why isn't this working? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if that's any better. You're 1,000 frames a second. That, I mean, kind of, yeah, because like that's getting into the realm of like how fast our brain processes things. So yeah. Actually, I mean, that's kind of like, it's definitely better than before. But I don't know. I'm gonna go crazy and just see what happens. We're gonna do it 2,000. Just see what happens. It's a tenfold increase. 2,000 frames per second. Okay, 1,000 is the max. Okay, never mind. But because then it's calculating 1,000 times a second, so it should be as up to date as possible, hopefully. But I don't know if that's going to destroy my PC or not. I mean, that feels kind of snappier. I don't know if it's worth it. Hold on one second. I mean, it feels snappier, but I don't know. I can still move it off my head, so it's probably not worth it. But that might also just be the tracking. That's true. There's no point in doing this because the OpenTrack is receiving data only 60 times a second. So with that processing, yeah, 60 times a second. Yeah, and it's outputting 60 times a second. Okay, so that won't actually do anything. I think that was only placebo. I mean, it does feel like looking at it's only, I guess it's because I set the frame rate higher for my screen can see the higher frame rate, but it's not actually doing anything better. All right, we'll just drop that back down to 60. It's no point. Project settings, 60. It would be cool if I could like put the buffer size down to like 48, because each packet is 48 bytes. 48 bytes? Yeah, 48 bytes. That's fitting it perfectly in the thing, but I don't know, it might not like that. Yeah, okay, so this is what happens if I open it down to 48. It's too low. Just doesn't do anything. It's just not picking it up. So, can't do that. Yeah, so I guess 64 is the lowest I can do. Okay, well, I'm done. Getting a frozen image from my IDE. Yeah, so what's happening is that's just the helmet layer on OBS. So when I do that, it every time I close the window for the Santa hat, it switches to the IDE instead for some reason, because they both say Godot. Maybe I need to do window title must match. There we go. So then maybe it won't do that anymore. Anyways, I'm happy. I think we achieved this like at hour 2. I've just been tweaking it for like an hour and a half now. It's incredible. Kind of want to move my head up a bit. Wait, so... No, I need to center my face like this. There we go, and it's kind of the best I got. Got to mess around with it, yeah. Well, that was stupid, but I'm happy. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. So when I put my head up, you don't actually see like the underside of the hat. So it's kind of like it's on my head. But there we go. I think I'm having too much fun. I think we'll call it there. I can't believe we actually achieved that in one stream. I'm very happy. Thank you guys for sharing that with me and hanging out. We should be back probably after the holidays. Probably start some Halo. I mean, I'm technically on holidays as well. Yeah, that's true. I might actually have more time to do some more streamies. Solid hustle. I mean, this was so stupid, but I mean. We have unlocked jiggle physics. Finally. But yeah, so yeah, more Halo, maybe more 2 Point Hospital, maybe more Hitman, you know how it goes. And thanks again. Jiggle physics, if you will. Yes, it is. Jingle physics, perfect. Return of the Chief, indeed. So I've never actually played Halo 2. Like, at all. Because it was on the Xbox and what, the 360 came out like literally a few months later, and the Vista version was terrible and unplayable. So I also got to turn off the thing. You're gonna love it. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Because yeah, I've only ever played Halo 1 and Halo 3, and I've played the Halo 1 campaign in co-op, but I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, and I never played it on that hard mode. And I've only played like the first mission of Halo 3, same kind of deal, co-op, so I don't understand what the hell's going on. So I'm glad I can actually experience it consciously. Alright, let's go to... I was going to do one more thing. You can't see it because I'm on the screen. And then I'm going to leave. Let's see if we can... Is anyone to raid? No, not today. Not feeling it. That's fine. What was I doing? I was gonna do one more thing. I just want to do it before I forget. It's not interesting or anything. Damn it! I was going to set something. I was looking at me waving around, and I wanted to do one more thing. Welp, I guess I'm not doing that. Oh well. 3D. Nope. There's nothing standing out to me, so I may as well call it there. Oh well. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Happy Merry Christmas, if that's what's going on in your house. Take care. Yep. We should be back soonish. Yeah. Happy holidays. See you guys. Bye. Oh, I'm in this mode. I gotta press that. Bye.